Hey there guys, it's Red Steel Live here, and we're back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Last few episodes really, we've been struggling against everything. First running out of oxygen, not having power to create oxygen, reverting to a very basic setup to create oxygen and food, and last episode we solved food. Let's get this running. So, this episode I wanted to look at creating a cooling loop for this here. Similar to the saltwater one, where we take whatever is produced and pump it out, obviously. Pump it into a loop and then pump it into the base. In this case we'll pump it straight into the base because, well, the base can use a bit more water. And it's cold, it's already clean water. So we can straight away use it. And another thing I wanted to do was look at these two wells and see if we can get them operational to feed this puddle down the bottom here. What's the temperature doing in here? It seems to be going down, yeah. Which was the intent of running the loop through there. And this seems to not really warm up a lot either, or it's just not used a lot. It's out of power. That doesn't help, of course. Yeah, so that's another main problem that we've got, is that everything is running out of power. Which is why I want more oil, which means more oil means we could have, say, another 2 of these oil refineries, so we could potentially fully power up all of the petroleum burners in here. That would be really nice. Why are the natural gas things actually not running? Because there is gas, right? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so they are not running because there's too much carbon dioxide. Okay. Alright, small change of plans. I am going to also create and I will do that first, to be honest. So much carbon dioxide. Well, it's actually improving, I think. I think the level is lower in the base than it was. I think we'll create a couple of small loops, a couple small ones for eating carbon dioxide. Let's do that real quick. Let's see, we'll get one here. Oh, plastic ladders. Oh yes, we can do that now. Completely forgot about those. Let's see, we'll need a carbon skimmer and a water sieve, so right there. Let's make it one bigger. Oxygen, carbon skimmer, refinement, water sieve. There we go. Now we'll need a bit of plumbing, because the output of the sieve is going to go into there, and this one's going to go. And let's go over top. And where's that water coming from? There. Okay. So we're just going to hook this up. It's pretty dirty there. So we're just going to do that. That way we get the cooling, the filter loop going. Afterwards we'll just remove that, empty out the pipes a bit, so the flow keeps going. As long as there's power, of course. Let's see though. Do we have power in the neighborhood? Not really. Seems a bit of a shame to go. That one's already overloaded. That thing is blimping insufficient oxygen generation. That we had better not go there again. Let's see, do we have a power main available to us? Well, we can make it available to us. We should. Yeah. Run that along there, and then I'll make a new little setup there. Yeah, might as well use iron. I was thinking about what to use, but might as well use iron for that anyway. There we go, and we'll get the main. Okay. Let's... Oh yes, and let's lock this door while I think about it. Lock it. Actually, the power of that being removed. Do we want to just... Nah, we'll just wait for it. And then... Actually, it's a bit of a shame to make that out of copper. Let's make it out of iron. Or, no, sorry, that one. Because copper, of course, has the core value bonus on it, and iron doesn't. We could also make it out of steel. How about no? Alright, so let's get rid of that. Gives that a bit of space, gives that a bit of power. That gets hooked up. That one's now without power, as is a door. Oh, pressure. What kind of pressure? Air pressure? 400? Quite low. Yeah, it must be. Alright, so that's coming along. And let's see, do we have to do anything? We'll have to set up the batteries. That is done, insofar as that it needs to run a bit first before we disconnect the pipes and then flush out a few pipes. And to be fair, that seems to be it. Right. So, let's see about the cooling loop. We're gonna just blatantly copy that, I think. Just this one here with the entrance exit setup. And I did think of a little bit of additional automation now that the liquid reservoir has automation input-output, so it has a low and high threshold now, which it didn't before the automation pack. So that is spicy. We can do something with that. We can definitely do something with that. Let's see though. Let's copy that. How much do we need? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need that on top. So we need 9. Can we fit it in here? That would be ideal, to be honest. How high? That's 4 and another 4. So it's 8 high. So I don't think this would work then, because then we'd have all the piping being annoying. We could do it here, I think. What was it? 9 wide? So that makes it 11 wide, I think. Yeah, 9 wide. 5 and 4. So that makes it 11 by 8. It's pretty compact. They can't use this anyway, so... let's see. Or below it. Keep it a little bit closer. Use this power as well for that. Save on the power loop. Yeah. I'm hearing only good things about this. Let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That needs to be 3 high. This one needs to be 2 high. Actually, cancel that one. Actually, cancelling it. X for doubt. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm gonna be powering it from that side. Or feeding it from that side, really. Or from above. Above is, I think, the better option. Then we can leave the abyssalite layer in here. Let's do that. Iron, right? Yep. Alright, so we'll need power. Steam turbine. Made not out of lead, but out of steel. And we'll need thermal aqua tuner. Made out of steel. We'll need a bit of plumbing. Which doesn't really matter what we make it out of. We need to cancel that one. And we're gonna need storage. And we're gonna need... Where's that thing? Automation. The thermal sensor for pipes. Oh, it's gonna be plumbing. Liquid pipe thermal sensor. We're gonna need a bit of plumbing from the exit here to the input here. How do we go with the exits there, though? Then we need a bridge crossing that. Okay. Because the main loop needs to be the exit of the aqua tuner. Yes. So we need that. And then we need this is the main loop. So this needs to... Where do we want it to go, though? It's gonna come in from there. We want it to end up here. Probably just put in a new pipe as dedicated pipe for its exit, because this one is a loop, so it's usually already full. Or we'd get this where we start stacking up in there, which is not ideal. So we can have this one go around, I think. And then if we then have this go... Well, we don't put this all the way around. And then we have a really tiny loop. And let's get the bridge in there. Keep building, folks. Oh, new principles. Let's get stuff. Fertilizer. Why, yes, please. Plastic. You know, if that came at the beginning of the game, definitely go for plastic. We're at cycle 375. We're making plastic so much that I've turned off making plastic for the moment, anyway, because it uses oil. It uses the petroleum that we desperately need for power at the moment. Dig that as well, actually. That's still not done. Why's that? Let's see though. We need to get water coming in. So I had thought of a really little clever thingy, even if I say so myself. So wait for the save. Alright, so this here is the feeding line, right? It feeds the water into this area. I'll have to redo this little section a bit, I think, because it's not good. So we're gonna need this to continue, and I think we'll do it along the lines of that. We get a liquid shut off. No, wrong button. I meant O, not P. For that. And we're gonna run everything off that one. Well, no, we're gonna run everything off two sensors. That thermal sensor. No, it's gonna have to be separate. We're gonna run things using the liquid reservoir and the thermal sensor, I think. Let's see though. We'll figure it out along the way. I want to really use that one, and we'll need an exit one as well. Do we actually need to close that off? I don't think we do. No, we don't. So we can actually have this be in here. We can actually have that not be there, but here. So we can have the pipe coming in. Let's see, I want this to be the main line, but I also want to feed this into there. Oh, this is getting tight. Alright. So now we also have an exit, right? So we have an exit. Thinking. Alright, so we've got this loop. Now we just need to hook into it that it gets fed without interrupting that. But we can do that, I think, with a bit of automation from here to there. So if this is low enough, it's allowed to be fed into there. But we'll need to make that a main line kind of idea. So let's cancel that and that. And actually, if there's not enough in the loop, we want the feeding into it to be the main line. So we'll have to do, I think, yeah. Now if that's not complex enough, I don't know what is. I also don't think it's right, but we'll find out. We'll have to monitor that for a bit. Let's get a couple of storage bins actually. Just put them on top. Yeah, why not? get those built so we can start having this swept out as well. Right. So we also need to think about power for a little bit. They can start on that as well. We'll need iron ore. Spot that we still haven't connected that back up. And we need to do that. Cancel that. And remove that. Get that going. And we'll need that conductive wire to also come down here. Okay. Let's make sure they start picking all of that trash up. And we can stick it in here. Sweep only everything. There we go. What am I forgetting? So we got... This doesn't look like a loop. There we go. Actually, I don't think this works. No, this won't work, because we need the one that goes through there is the main loop. So that actually needs to be like that. I think. Let's just leave it there for a second, right? And then we'll see what happens. And obviously we're gonna need to feed that thing, so we'll go like this. Because we need the exits. Once steam gets sucked up, it gets transformed into water, it gets flashed back into that. And oh, that's not what I meant to do. And then we want it to, yeah, we want it to go back here because it needs to just be. This is a tiny loop. That's a loop. Steam loop, water loop. Now we just need exit out of here. Actually, cancel that. I want that to be like so. So this is how we get stuff into the loop. Now how do we get stuff out of the loop? Maybe we also want to use the loop actually to cool that. So let's get rid of just that one and that one. I'm starting to rethink this because this is a bit tight. So I want to use the loop as well to cool this a bit because that thing will get hot. Do I really care though? I mean, it's a cooling loop, the thing's made of steel, the melting temperature is way high. Yeah, no, don't actually. Hook that back up. Now we just need to get stuff out though. So we need a line going out. Once that we know that the temperature is right for it to be allowed to leave. Meaning we could do insulated pipe. So we know then it's cool enough. So we want insulated pipe from there, right? So cancel building. Oh, there. Insulated. Yeah. Go there. We get this one to go over. Actually. Oh wow. Jeez, that's a bit quick. Wonder why all this stuff is not being built. Unreachable dig. Steam turbine, skill required operation. Unreachable dig. This is all reachable. May not have needed to lock that door though. There's 6 tons of steel there. Where is steel? Steel. It's 2.6 tons available. So yeah, they can't actually. Oh, this door is unlocked. What's going on? 6 tons of steel is right there, and it says 2.6 tons available. Okay. 9 tons of plastic there, 8.9 tons there, so a bit of discrepancy, but that's reachable. This isn't. Let's see. Oh, balls. I vaguely remember having to do that. Alright, that'll sort itself out and then they can actually use the refinery. Alright. Ah, see, there they go. More petroleum. Lovely. Bit dumb to forget about that thing, to be honest. Sorted now though, and they are making petroleum. Lovely. Lots and lots of fuel. Lots and lots of power. Alright, great. So, let's continue. Why is this still not... Unreachable dig has disappeared. Alright, so we got this. And we need to have it exit. If we put a bridge... because we'll need a temperature sensor to make sure that it is... We have a temperature sensor. And if it's hot enough that this needs to run, then it is not allowed to exit. If it is cold enough that this can be turned off, then it is allowed to exit. So what we want pretty much right. Pretty much what we actually want is the reverse setup, actually, because if we have that on that side, that's so much easier. We just have that down there and this in the middle, and yeah, next time. But this time. Because then we have a loop going this way, because that's dictated due to these exits, and then we can just have exit and entry stuff also there. It's just so much easier. We can do that next time. We can have our cake and eat it too, so to speak. I want to do this just in the meantime for a quick second. So many pipes here. We need a bit of more space. Well, we get rid of this pipe going over top and just have that run along the bottom. What's that actually connected up to? That just goes in there, so it doesn't matter how hot it is. And if we have that, I was going to do this, but it doesn't really matter because of that line. Figure it out later. First this. We're going to need a liquid shut-off. We're going to need an exit. And that exit is going to have to be... It looks really cool, by the way, the aqua tuner. Little gold trimming around it. It's nice. So basically at this point, at that sensor right there, we know if it's hot or cold enough for it to be allowed to exit or not. So if I place this here, I can't take it anywhere because there's just no space. However, that needs to be the main loop. So what if we do this? Right, we have that go through there. Get rid of that one. Then we can have a bridge going out, back up over that way. And that's gonna be there, and that's gonna be there. Yeah, that's gonna leave out half, and then half will continue on that way. But at the same time that happens, well then, the automation for this is gonna be a nightmare. I mean, you think this is complex with everything stuffed in a few square tiles here, but just wait for the automation. Jeez, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be lovely. Ugh. All right. We still need to fill this. Boy, oh boy. All right. So now that goes through. So plumbing, bridge. Have that go there. Have that go there. Have this go there. I'm thinking this is correct. So now we need an automation setup for now we can do it with lead. This area will get hot. Let's use iron. If this thing is low threshold, let's make it 30. We need a bit of a foundation in there, and a high threshold. Let's not make it too big. 55. We need a bit of foundation in here, right? Because to mix the water. Yeah. this though, if it is, doesn't really matter. Let's go above. If it's above 15 degrees, it's going to send a green signal, which means that in terms of the automation, that one, automation, iron, we need that. But this liquid out, it needs to be the reverse. So we need a NOT gate, because the NOT gate outputs a green signal if input is receiving a red signal, and it outputs a red signal when input is receiving a green signal. So we need this, and it's gonna have to go that way. As always, the light ones on the automation are the inputs. As you can see with these buildings as well, they take automation to whether to turn on or not, and the reservoir gives automation whether to turn on or not. So this one also needs to go there and then there. And why did I think this was a nightmare? This is fairly simple. This is just straightforward. This. That's not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Right, so they've actually cleaned that out. So we can do this. Close that off. Destroy that. And put a priority on everything. For construction anyway. So they build the automation, they destroy the aqua tuner for a sec. Oh, and yeah. How are we doing for time actually? Oh, we're just up half hour. Okay. So we need a bit of plumbing. We need a bottle emptier. The basics, the golden basics, and let's make sure that they do that post haste as well. We're going to need a bit of power in here as well for the automation bits. That right there. Put a bit of an 8 on there as well. Alright, so we're going to need liquid, and we're going to need polluted water. And water bottle is enabled. Let's put a 9 on that. How are we actually doing for power? We need to power that obviously as well. So we can have that go there, and then we're going to switch to iron. Could go all the way around and just have that, but don't want to. Alright, so we need to keep an eye on this, on the water. And I'll do it the same as with the other ones. We'll get 150 kilograms-ish to be here on this layer, and then we'll add water on top, which means that there'll be carbon dioxide, I think, just in the outer corners. You know what? We can mitigate that already. Just buildings, yes. Oh, that's just filling. That's just going for it. Alright. Liquid bridge, no liquid output. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, 44 kilos. Another 200 coming in. Let's make sure that we clean this up nicely. So we're up to 70 kgs now. That's a lot of water. Jeez, that's a lot of water. How did they get this so quick? 700 kilos. That's going fast. Should put a pump, like a, what's it called again? Pitcher pump in here. Fill this up real quick. But, you know, let's continue on. See duty. It is a 9, so they'll get around to it. What's this? In a wire connect. Unreachable build. That is annoying. That is very annoying. Let's... Don't want to empty it out again, because this bottling thing just takes a while. $90 kilos? How are we doing on this actually? Is that actually running? Should, right? No, we'll have to do that with a bit of this. Alright, now that's reachable. Go fix. How are we doing there? Oh! Stop. Just water, thank you. Didn't actually know if you stop that halfway that it just drops the bottle. That's pretty cool. There we go. Fills it up nicely. Now this is a water tile. This is a water tile, so let's destroy those. Let's copy that. That was a pitiful amount of water. We're gonna be here all day. Come on, alright, let's it's a bit risky, but it's 3 kilos, it's gonna take a while. Let's have a look-see at these, right? Because we want that and that. Now, what we want is the oil to come all the way down. So it's definitely, this is the entrance area. We're going to leave as much abyssalite in there as possible. We'll make it neat and tidy another time, I think. For now, I just want the oil to start dropping down because it needs to be refined and it needs to get used. This is all good. We're just missing the aqua tuner and closing. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is just a tiny loop. So we need an exit as well, right? So we've got this exit set up, and that's all G. Now we just need the pipe to go out as well. So let's set up that. I forgot about that, to be honest. Let's destroy that and that. this to hook into that. I'll have this flow through there and that into there. Let's see. So where can we take this along? You know what? They can just dismantle. Oh, actually. Ha, that's not. But we can have that. That will flow back into there. Haha. We'll get this to come along. Let's just go all the way there, right? Give a bit of space if we want to do something else with the cool loop. And let's do this. Alright, so that'll start flowing into there. Then we'll get that going. And let's get a certain priority up on that, just to make sure that it keeps supplied in sand. Piping, get rid of that, and all that, and all of this actually. Get rid of that, but not that. Right, that's going, that's good, and then we have a cool loop, and then we want that to go out, and where do we need to go? Into there. This is just a giant mess of an area. So we'll go along here and up there. Of course, the same height as that. They can reach out too, so let's go out a little too. Let's leave space. That's all reachable as well. Ha! So there, and there. Yeah, and that's all sorted. This is definitely not good. And that also needs to be 15. That thing, yeah, it's gonna have to turn on. Because otherwise the exit loop, like here, is turned on in green because that thing is flipped over with a NOT gate. This is... next time, do not connect the water before you're done. Yeah, that's a lesson there. How are we doing on water? 3 liters. How do we still have only 3 liters available? Let's get this thing. Where do we have a puddle of water? There. Let's go there. Let's do that. Because we need to have that done quick before this water heats up enough that this thing starts steaming everything. Come on. That's a 9. Pitch some water. Dump it in there. Overheat damage. It's a thing made out of just steel and getting overheat damage. As long as it works long enough, that's fine. It is set to water. Right? Water. What's going on? Why aren't they filling this up? I mean, it's on a 9. There's a bit of a glitchiness, I think, with the priority settings. Sometimes I think buildings get ignored at random, just at random. after you as a player have done something with them, and then for some reason they just never get used. See, now it's just picking up water and not coming over this way. Guys, hello. There's idle dupes though. Still only 3. Come on. There we go. And that one's a water tile, right? No, let's have both be used. Come on, hurry it up. Guys, 25 kgs, it's not enough. How about I dump in some more polluted water? It's getting heated up so incredibly quick. Come on. Why is that containing 78 kgs of that? Alright, hurry up, because I want to do something else still. Getting there, a bit more. Why is the water level going down so fast? $90. Alright, this is enough. Off. The other off. Then we'll need a steam turbine, so remove that, place the blocks. Just in time. So that should now actually work. Let's check this as well. What's the temperature going out? 15 degrees. It's actually going... Oh, sorry, I've already finished all of that. Alright. So I'm actually using a lot of water as well. You can see this line here was not full earlier. Oh, sorry, it was full, overflowing a little bit into there earlier, and now it's not. So this should help out a lot. Yeah, so this must be under the threshold, I think. So everything's cooled down into under the threshold, because the threshold was 15 degrees. So this thing is on red the whole time, pumping out everything that's coming through, which is still, you know, it's going 50-50. Might be able to improve on that. But how? We need the main line to go through there, and if not, exiting, then it would need to do... Right. So water being dumped in from here. It's weird how 10 kilos of water coming in is actually heating this that fast. Right, so but that works though. That gives us an additional supply of water going back into our main water supply. This will eventually heat up that it gives off a bit of power as well, so it uses less power. Because that thing only gives off 850 watts, that thing uses 1200, those two use 10. That's 1220. That's it actually. So 1220 minus the 850 once that actually produces, because the fluids are hot up. And of course it has power. So I see we've actually reached an hour in this episode, so I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, do like, do subscribe. If you want to be notified when the next one comes out, do hit the notification bell as well. Next episode we'll definitely get going on these oil wells though. That is a definite priority. So we need more power. As you can see, this thing can't even be powered properly because we don't have enough power. All of this and not enough power. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to have you watching the next one. Bye bye.